Behind the misunderstanding, Bailu and Dylan Wang grow closer than ever. Bailu and Dylan Wang, a love hidden in the spotlight. Original romantic fanfiction. The world first saw the spark between them on screen, but what nobody knew was that their connection had begun long before the cameras ever rolled. Dylan Wang never believed in love at first sight, not until the moment Bailu walked into the rehearsal room for their first script reading. She wore a simple white shirt and her hair was tied back casually, yet she captured his attention instantly. Her laughter echoed like bells, soft but irresistibly bright, and when she greeted him with that signature mischievous grin, he felt his heartbeat racing like a foolish teenager. Bailu, on the other hand, tried to maintain her professional composure, but every time their eyes met, she felt something strange flutter inside her chest, something she couldn't quite explain. From the first day of filming, their chemistry was undeniable. Every scene, every line, every accidental brush of fingers felt too natural, too real. The staff members exchanged knowing looks, whispering when they thought the actors couldn't hear. Whenever the director yelled cut, Dylan would offer his jacket if she felt cold or bring her a hot drink during late-night shoots. Bailu would pretend not to care, rolling her eyes while secretly saving every sweet moment in her heart. One night, after finishing a particularly emotional scene, they stayed behind on set. The studio was quiet, only the faint hum of the lights filling the space. Bailu sat on the prop stairs, exhaustion weighing down her shoulders. Dylan walked toward her, holding 2 cups of warm tea. Without a word, he handed one to her and sat close, so close their shoulders touched lightly. "You were incredible today," he said, his voice soft and sincere. "You always give everything you have." She tried to hide the blush creeping up her cheeks. "Don't try to sweet-talk me, Wang Hedi. I know you're just trying to make me feel better because I messed up that last line." "You didn't mess up," he insisted. "You made me feel something. That's what matters." He looked at her deeply, his gaze full of warmth she wasn't used to receiving. For a moment, she forgot the cameras, the fans, the entire world. It was just the two of them, hearts quietly reaching for each other. But falling in love under the spotlight is never easy. Rumors began swirling on social media. Fans started pairing them together, some celebrating the ship while others questioned every move they made. Reporters dug too deep, asking uncomfortable questions. Their agencies warned them to keep a distance to avoid unnecessary controversy. And so they tried. They tried to look away when their eyes wanted to lock. They tried to walk apart when their steps naturally aligned. They tried to laugh less when jokes were too funny, speak less when hearts wanted to share more. Yet the harder they resisted, the stronger their connection grew. During a press conference, a reporter asked if they had feelings beyond acting. Bailu panicked, unsure how to respond without revealing too much. Before she could speak, Dylan leaned into the mic and said with a confident smirk, "If I had feelings, would you blame me?" The entire room erupted. Bailu's jaw dropped as she elbowed him in embarrassment, but inside, her heart melted. That night, fans replayed the moment endlessly, screaming over the chemistry that felt too genuine to deny. Their most revealing moment, however, happened far from cameras. Filming had wrapped for the day, and the moon hung above them like a silent guardian. They walked together down a quiet path near the river not far from the set. The city lights shimmered on the water as a soft breeze played with Bailu's hair. She wrapped her arms around herself, shivering slightly. Dylan noticed and hesitated only for a second before stepping closer, draping his coat over her shoulders. "You always forget to take care of yourself," he scolded gently. His hands remained on her shoulders longer than necessary, and when she looked up, their faces were inches apart. She could feel his breath, warm and hesitant, as if he was waiting for permission to cross the fragile line that kept them apart. "Dylan," she whispered, unsure what she wanted to say next. He cupped her cheek slowly, giving her every chance to turn away. "Tell me to stop," he murmured, voice trembling with fear of rejection. But she didn't stop him. How could she when her heart had already chosen him long ago? He kissed her, soft at first like a secret finally spoken, then deeper, as if he was afraid she would disappear if he let go. Bai Lu's hands clutched his shirt, grounding herself in a moment that felt too perfect, too unreal. When they finally pulled apart, both breathless, Dylan rested his forehead against hers. "No cameras," he whispered. "No acting. Just us. Tell me you feel it too." Her answer came without hesitation. "I feel it. I've been trying not to, but I do." From that moment, they became each other's safe place. They shared quiet laughs backstage, hidden touches, stolen moments in crowded rooms. They spoke about dreams, fears, and everything in between. Dylan confessed that every time she smiled at him, he felt like he was looking at the sun. Bai Lu admitted that she always felt braver when he stood beside her. But love in secret has its own challenges. There were days when they had to act like strangers in public. Days when rumors of other co-stars tested their trust. Days when they questioned whether love was worth the risk. Yet every night, when the world finally stopped watching, their hearts always found their way back to each other. One evening, as they wrapped up one of their final shooting days, Dylan took her hand and led her to the rooftop. The sky was sprinkled with stars, and city lights twinkled like quiet applause. He turned to her, his eyes full of determination. "I don't want to hide anymore," he said, voice steady. "If loving you means trouble, then I choose trouble. Every time." Tears filled Bai Lu's eyes as she squeezed his hand. "Are you sure?" she asked. "This won't be easy." "I'm sure about one thing," he replied. "I'm happier with you than I've ever been." He pulled her into his arms, holding her like she was the only person he would ever want. In that embrace, the world disappeared, the fame, the fans, the pressure, none of it mattered. They were just two hearts that had waited long enough. Fans continued to watch, to ship, to love them loudly. And though they still kept their relationship away from prying eyes, the truth slipped into every look they shared, every laugh that sounded too sweet, every touch that lingered too long. People could speculate forever, but those who truly paid attention already knew. Because love like